guys, welcome in. This is the Whispers of Tarot. I'm your reader, the Catalytic Mystic. So I want to start off this video by sharing something with you guys. I was going through some of my boxes because I still haven't unpacked, and take a look at one of the art pieces that I came across. I drew this, I want to say about 2 years ago. It's one of my favorite pieces I've done. My 3 favorite birds are having, y'all's realities are going great for y'all smoothly. And if it's not, hang in there, hang in there. As crazy and chaotic as this reality may be, remember to feel it. Don't allow the impulsive nature of this dimension, of this timeline. Things can change within an instant, and just don't forget to look at what's in front of you, So let me go ahead and, so let's see here. Alright, Source Spirit, what does the collective need to know? What do they need to know? Any advice? Or whoever needs to hear this message. We have the Hangman. Change in perspective, how you perceive maybe a situation here that has flown by, or maybe something that it's almost like a distraction came across. Because this is almost like hindsight right here. These first 2 cards, it gives me a sense of hindsight. Looking back or reflecting or trying to get a new perspective, a new angle as to what it was that may have, what it was that robbed you from what you felt was your bliss, your happiness, your 10 of Cups. Could have been self-sabotage, or it's like you're trying to discern and understand how the situation played out. How did you contribute to what came to pass? Got the Magician following the 10 of Cups, the 3 of Pentacles, right in the middle of everything. So exactly, you're learning. You may be going to therapist, counseling, or maybe just talking with people, or individuals, friends, close friends, people you trust with the situation. You know what I mean? It's like you're utilizing, or you're using all your resources here. Okay. You could be somebody who's very resourceful, someone who isn't scared to do the work. Someone who isn't scared to do the work. You're somebody who will dig their heels in and with their due diligence in order to achieve the goals, or achieve an understanding, or a sense, an outcome that will give you an understanding, clarity, enlightenment over moments in your life that have been either impactful or transformative. Because it's like the people you are speaking with about this situation, or about this about this situation, it's like they're helping you, or whatever it is that's being communicated is like giving you insight on how to go within. Okay, it's like you're trying to get this clarity through looking externally, as far as reflecting, as far as trying to look at it from a third-party perspective, or as somebody who won't have a biased answer or opinion, or won't be biased in their answer when you ask them about whatever this is. With the Hermit card, you may need to, it's almost like a go within, but I know you already know that. Go within to figure this out. You already know that. But there's something more. I'm going to have to clarify that one. You got the Four of Swords here. This is something that you've been wanting to heal. It could be a wound here, or some pain that has been suppressed, and so as you engage with it, as you acknowledge it, and as you transmute it, alchemize it into a creative endeavor, or transmute that energy. It's like you're trying to figure out the final step, or you're trying to figure out the next phase as to like, this is step one, this is step two. This could be sobriety, step one, step two, the 12-step program. This could also be the stages of, just, it's whatever this is. You feel that it was either taken from you, or it was your happiness. It has robbed you from your happiness. Whatever ended, or whatever was stolen, taken is what I'm getting. Is the word that fits. Yeah, Judgment and the Queen of Cups underneath. Eight of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, the World, and there it is. The Star card. Healing. Being vulnerable with oneself. Assessing the situation for what it was, allowing your emotions to flow and not stop them, not cut off the flow of your emotions because you don't want to feel vulnerable with yourself. So grab my Mind's Eye Tarot to help me see more into this, or see more detail into this narrative if this is resonating for you. I'm a reader that likes details. Vagueness is not a big fan of. Let's see here. Where was I at? Okay, being vulnerable. Okay, fear of being vulnerable with oneself, or maybe there's a conditioned mindset of vulnerability being weakness. You know what I mean? So let's see here. The zodiacs that I see are right off the bat: Pisces, Gemini, Virgo. We have Leo and Aquarius as well. Cancerian energy. That's life path 7, life path 3, life path 1. Let's see, life path 9. And 8's 4 as well. And 4 will tie into Aries and Scorpionic energy. And so for me, when I say like Scorpionic energy, or I see Virgo here, the difference between that is the energy is like traits or characteristics of said zodiac. So it'd be traits of a life path 4, or traits of an Aries, or traits of a Scorpio for this situation. So Four of Swords, I would see this as someone trying to do this on their own, someone who's very independent, trying to heal, someone who is also has a determination to figure, like a sense of needing to figure this out on their own. Maybe it's like this individual's had a lot of help or assistance. So let's go ahead and start clarifying now. Starting off with the Eight of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and the World card. So these three cards give me a sense of doing your due diligence, of paying attention to the details, and also attracting a closure, attracting this ending of a cycle that you've been working towards. Okay, I feel like you may be experiencing a lot of synchronicities, a lot of the numbers on the clock, or you think about a question like, should I need some clarity, or I need to, what is it? Well, let's say the cliche one, I need a sign, you know what I mean? And boom, the sign's right there, I was picking up on somebody's energy. but it was like I need an answer to, or I need help with this answer, or I need help on how to start the next step, how to know when I'm ready to start the next step. Because it's like you're aware you don't want to become stagnant. You don't want to be repetitive, you know what I mean, as far as getting stuck in the daily cycle of the mundane, as I refer to it as, you know, go home, go to work, go to shower, go to sleep, wake up, brush your teeth, go to work, go home, shower, go to sleep. I almost got stuck in that, and it caused me to get into a little bit of a isolated, instead of like being more social and outgoing. I was just going to work, going to bed, going to work, going to bed. But so thankfully I got out of that cycle. But I feel like you're aware of that. You may have had that pattern before, and you realize how much you may have missed as far as being in the moment, you know, taking time to really sit back and pay attention to your surroundings and feel. Does that make sense? Tune in, you know, just watching the cars go by, watching, you know, the birds in the trees, or the way their branches are moved by the wind, the way the wind sounds. Have you ever heard the wind? Like, it's a different experience, I'll tell you that much. As far as, well, let's see here. Clarify the world card. Is this clarify the world card? What can mind's eye? What do you see? Insight and clarity for the card. Let's see. Two of Pentacles. We get the Strength card in reverse. The Three of Wands. The Tower. The Magician again. And the Six of Wands. Okay, so yeah, so when it comes to this cycle, it is a fear of yours, or fear, or like a worry. I say worry because of the Strength card here. It came out in the reverse. Okay, so it's like with the Two of Pentacles and the Strength card, it gives me like, on one hand, you know you've been in a pattern of what I was explaining, and you know the choices as far as how you got there last time. That's why we reflect, in order that way we can see, like that way we can see the possible scenario as to what's coming to pass when we come at that crux in the road. Does that make sense? Let's see here. With the Three of Wands, it's like you know what choices to make in order to break free of that pattern, or catch the pattern before it starts over again. Like you know the cycles. The Tower and the Magician. You see like recognizing the patterns and everything helps you avoid Tower moments that are like, dang, I can't believe I'm going through this again, or are like, dang, I self-sabotaged, or I sabotaged myself or myself into another Tower moment. I made my second guess myself. But no, you are standing firm in what it is that you're doing, what it is that you're choosing, and with the Six of Swords here, it's like you're overcoming that cycle. You know, you're understanding the path of least resistance, and how it can work for you, or how to make it work for you, or how to integrate it within your reality. Either way, it's all the same. So the Hanged Man, the Seven of Swords, and the Ten of Cups. So kudos to you for, you know, doing your due diligence and trying to gain insight on situations that may have been pretty painful for you. May have been I'm getting like eye-opening, almost like, dang, they literally robbed, like it's like they robbed me blind, or they robbed me, what's that phrase where someone robs you in front of, like right in front of your eyes, and you don't catch on to it until after it happens? I feel like it's kind of like moments like that, except more, it's more emotional. This is like a deep wound here, that whatever you feel or whatever the situation is, it cuts you deep. And it's like I get the feeling that you didn't let it show. You didn't let it show. It could be that, and it also was it self-sabotage, or was it self-sabotage? Was your bliss or your happiness coming, and did you make choices or decisions or say things that sabotages the situation to where you could have said, or you could be saying, it was robbed, or it was robbed from me or taken from me. Now, don't take that if it doesn't resonate, okay? By now you should know if this video resonates. So let's see here. Clarify the Seven of Swords. What's the Seven of Swords? Let's see here. The Four of Wands. The Eight of Cups. The Eight of Swords. Page of Wands. The Nine of Swords. And the Queen of Cups. Underneath is Temperance. That's Sagittarian and Taurean energy. Life paths. 5, 6. Yeah. No, 5s. Life path 5. We have life path 8s. 9s again. 4. So Aries, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, Sag. So yeah, this situation here seems to be very, very not only emotionally painful, but it's more mentally challenging. Mentally, how would you say? Not challenging. It's like once it happened, it's like you were left there, but like you didn't see this individual for who they were, because they're showing up as a Knight of Wands, but they have, the way the illustrations are coming out, it's like there you are as the Queen of Cups. There we go. It's like there you are as the Queen of Cups, and there they are right here, the Knight of Wands. And so we all know the Knight of Wands has the reputation for being the fly-by-night, you know. And it's like with the Nine of Swords and the Queen of Cups, it's like you're hearing what is going on, or you may be hearing the rumors, or wanting them to be rumors, not wanting to listen to what is being said about the situation, or maybe if this person is trying to tell you who they are and you don't want to believe it. You see the good within them. The choice was meant to walk away, and I feel like you did it. The Ten of Cups. Yeah, you saw this individual as your bliss. Two of Cups underneath as your happiness. It's something you oh, well, hold on. Because, okay, so it could have been like this person had a lot of internal conflicts that they kept to themselves, that they didn't share, didn't talk about, but you saw this person, you saw like through all what it was that they were keeping to themselves, or what they were hiding. You may have known that this individual has a reputation. You may have known that they've had or just rumors about them. Okay, does that make sense? Like, people know of this person, but they don't know this person, if that makes sense, you know. And so I don't feel that you're one to allow rumors, hearsay, to influence your decision or your discernments on individuals. You give not necessarily the benefit of the doubt, but you try and treat everyone the same. You try and treat everyone the same. Give everyone at least an opportunity to you give everyone an opportunity for them to show you who they are. And I feel like that's what you did with this individual. However, I feel like this connection was a lot more intense, a lot stronger than maybe what either one of you expected. Because energy, like connections, are felt on both sides. And so if you felt this on one side, the other individual had to have felt it. And with the pain and trauma from their past or whatever it was that they were concealing that you saw through, it's like, well, there's no communication on that. It's like, there's no communication. There's energy, there's passion, there's connection. But as far as communicating, the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Swords there's no communication there. There's not seeing. Binded to, this person could have been binded to bound to some things that were told to them that kind of caused them to, cause them to engage with their reality in a defensive way. It's like they may have they may not have been a fly-by-night, but they may have been an individual who had a lot of or came off very fiery, very quick to anger or impulsive, reactive instead of responsive, outbursts. Interesting. And so it's like you saw past that defense mechanism. You both felt the connection, but there was no communication on it. Let's clarify the Magician. Why is the Magician here? No, the Magician was the alchemizing. Okay, so yeah, transmuting burdens from the past, discernment, cutting them off, acknowledging the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, window of opportunity here, Five of Swords. Five of Swords, Queen, Page of Pentacles, okay. And the Lovers. Okay, so I feel like now there is a situation that you are trying to either cut off some baggage from the past, make room for what is to come, because in order for us to move forward and allow new beginnings and new opportunities to come in, we must make room, whether it's energetically or physically. Make room. However, there's some Five of Swords. There's an energy here of I want to say deceit. It's like as you're working, trying to transmute this, working towards reaping the rewards of what it is that you've been sowing, gathering your harvest as to what you've been working for, seeing the rewards to all your work, seeking, reaping the benefits of what you've been working towards. There we go. That's better phrasing. There's like some either this is gonna, I feel like this is like a moment or something that someone says. It's like presenting you something, but it leaves you with a choice. It's like some deceit is either communicated to you, some deceit is communicated to you, and it leaves you with a choice. It's like they plant a seed, leaves you with a choice. Seven of Swords. Following the Lovers is the sabotage. Okay, so I'm getting for some that this person who plants the seed knows you're in a vulnerable state. and what it is that they say, or what it is that they communicate, or the seed that is planted, it kind of engages this, like, it causes you to, maybe something about confidence here. It triggers either a wound with confidence, or it brings up an old wound. Brings up an old wound. The Queen of Cups. The King of Cups. Okay. So it brings up a situation, the situation that you're reflecting on. It's like a moment that happens. It's like whatever the Knight of Wands. There's a moment that you had with the Knight of Wands where they said something, and it made you feel a certain way, or something happened, or it planted a seed that caused a series of events to grow and come to pass. Now this individual, I feel like I said, I feel like they know you're in a vulnerable state, trying to grow through your healing process, and it's like unknowingly because it's deceit, it's lies. The seed, they tried to plant a seed, and it's like the seed is trying to take root. See that with the black little wispy things grabbing onto the arms and wrapped around the legs? It's like it's trying to grow and grab a hold, take root. However, the sensation of being triggered, or that wound being triggered, try and see it as like, oh, okay. Instead of allowing my emotions to control my thoughts to where my reality become what it is I'm thinking, creating the self-sabotage, making choices subconsciously in order to bring forth our fear to say we were right. Does that make sense? However, that's not where I was going. So take a look at that wound as a reminder of, oh wow, okay, well, I guess I still need to heal that. That scar's not done healing, or that wound isn't done scarring, you know. And so that's just like maybe that's an indicator to, like, there's still some things that need to be worked on, released, or acknowledged. And I feel like you are aware of this, which is why we started off with the my gosh, the Hangman. This could have recently happened as well, but I feel like you're going to get an insight as to how to go about alchemizing the energy of the realization of or of somebody that knows you're in a vulnerable state, possibly planting a seed to make you self-sabotage, or make you influence a decision that you're making, or have mentioned, or are wanting to make. And so the best way to handle, for me, you know, if you want my advice, is to ask the individual, respond to the situation. Ask this, you know, what did you mean by X, Y, and Z, or when you said the other day this, like, what was the reason for you to say that? Was it just, you know what I mean? Just simply ask. That shows growth, that you're able to recognize things that are triggering you. It also shows maturity as well when it comes to handling potential conflicts. Does that make sense? So yeah, so let me go ahead and clarify this Three of Pentacles real fast. Three of Pentacles, got the Queen of Swords, the Five of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, the King of Wands, High Priestess, one more, the Four of Pentacles, and then underneath is the Ten of Wands. Alrighty. So the Three of Pentacles, which is could be communicating, or if you were maybe seeking advice or guidance, is clarified by the Queen of Swords. What is that? The Five of Swords and the Page of Pentacles. So starting off with those three, it's like it could be an individual who's quick-witted, or isn't scared to cut off what it is that that doesn't serve them. I feel like this person has learned to handle handle conflicts, as far as like when it comes to like communicating, or there's something here either because it's the five of swords is in the middle of the Page of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords, and so it's like this person may have had trouble with sabotaging, lying, not telling the truth, keeping the truth hidden, or maybe they'll do whatever it takes, or win at all costs. This person will find the truth. They'll find the truth at all costs, because it's like almost like a characteristic is what the Five of Swords is. It feels like a characteristic of the Queen of Swords, followed by the Page of Pentacles. It's like learning, examining the situation at hand, examining that pentacle, and really understanding how it was made, how the detail in the amount of work that goes into it. And so it's like this individual is able to analyze conflicts, as far as like verbal conflicts, and is able to analyze verbal conflicts and understand the what's the word? It's like seeing the diagram, like the fine detail of the conversation itself, and understand how something could have gotten misconstrued, or how what one person said could have triggered this, or something along those lines. Then there's a King of Wands, a High Priestess, and the Four of Pentacles. So there are your three individuals: the Queen of Swords, the King of Wands, and a High Priestess. So the King of Wands and the High Priestess, followed by the Four of Pentacles. It's like the King of Wands is somebody who does take action, who is kind of like not necessarily in the spotlight, but they do have a lot of attention on them where they go. And the High Priestess it gives me like a looking forward kind of energy, always looking forward. The King of Wands is like their perspective is like never, just don't look back. If it didn't work, it didn't work. Keep going. But that's they may say that a lot. Don't look back. Keep going. And then the High Priestess may have that energy of looking forward. Looking towards what's to come. And I feel like there's some values or some beliefs here that these individuals have that aren't it's like, how do I say this without, so I'm just gonna say it. Okay, there's a value or a belief that each one of these, the King of Wands and the High Priestess have. Okay, it's a value or a belief, something that they are, this is what it is because they say so. Who's they? I don't know. But it's like it's a trait or a characteristic like that, a detail to them of that sort. A value or a belief that they have, or that they're holding on to, for in their own, and because of that, in their own reality. There's there's situations that come to pass because of a faulty foundation. Does that make sense? Like they start building something, but it comes crumbling down because then there was because of that belief, or because there's a tick about them that whether it's like procrastination, whether it's I know what I'm doing, or whether it's I guess that would be the best examples. But it's like you have a sense of knowing, even though you may confide in people. It's like you have a sense of knowing. And there's one that isn't part of the group though, that is that of a hermit energy. This person may have a lot of insight, may be wise. This person seems to be that light in the dark for others. This is giving me a Virgo Chiron energy, Chiron in your ninth, which Chiron is the wound that the wound that our soul is on this that our soul is experiencing this life experience to learn. Okay, the Chiron is a wound that happens either at an early age, or it's a wound that has the potential to be suppressed by our conscious because of how traumatizing or how traumatic it was for you in your experience. You know what I mean? And so it gives me like healing, a healer of somebody who night owl. This person, for some reason, this person, it's like, this is the, it gives me like Grandmother Willow. Who are some other, the shaman from Brother Bear 2, or Brother Bear, the Shawl Man. But I feel like this is like somebody who understands that they're weird, or they're kooky, or they're quirky, or they have little things to them that others may look at and say like, you're kind of weird, man. But I mean, it's like this individual acknowledges that and accepts it. They've accepted their true authenticity as to who it is and the characteristics that they have about themselves. It's like they have done that much work or experienced that much to where they've learned to accept and love who it is that they are. And so let's see, Four of Swords, Judgment, and the Queen of Cups. Four of Swords, Judgment, Queen of Cups. Let's clarify the Four of Swords, please. Why is the Four of Swords here? What can you tell me about the Four of Swords? Four of Swords, we have the Knight of Pentacles with the Page of Swords. Okay. What more do you see? What more do you see? The Hermit. The Ace of Swords. The Six of Wands, excuse me. And the Three of Pentacles. Underneath is Judgment again. So clarifying the Four of Swords kind of energy, it is opportunities coming to finally opening up to you. Okay, it's like you're learning. You may have also communicated with this individual, because you have the Hermit showing up following the Page of Swords, which right now you're in the Page of Swords because you're trying to gain insight. You're learning about situation at hand. You know what I mean? And the Knight of Pentacles. So it's like after communicating with the Hermit, I was gonna say with the Virgo. you're going over what was communicated. So because like now that you have now that you have this light or this insight, now that you have this insight, it's like you're analyzing what was said or what was communicated, the perspective that the hermit had, or whoever the hermit is for you, okay? You're analyzing the perspective, looking at it, thinking about it, and it's like you're taking your time with it in this clarity that you may have had, or you may have an opportunity that finally arrived, the opportunity you're waiting for, or the situation that has finally, will finally come to pass, to where you can either use what you've learned or get that like intuitive hint, you know what I mean, that clarity, that aha moment as to what the hermit and you spoke about. Because there's the Six of Wands following the Ace of Swords, so it's like now that you have some clarity or some insight when this comes to pass, or if this should come to pass. I feel like it's going to take a minute too, or a while, because of the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight. However, I feel like it's not too much time has passed from the conversation with the hermit to when the opportunity arrives. And it's like when it happens, that insight or that aha moment is going to hit you, or you're gonna feel it. It's gonna click, and you're gonna catch it, and you'll be like, now I know what or how to engage and handle the situation. And so the Three of Pentacles, now you can make a more grounded and educated decision based off of what you applying the knowledge from what you have gained from, or you applying the knowledge you have gained in order to create a better, create what? Because the Judgment card is here. Create a new definition, or create a new definition to happiness, to bliss, to because it's like now that you know what you know, when the judgment call happens, or when it's time for a call to action, there's no sense of second guessing here. There's no sense of, I think I know what I'm doing. It's like it's like you regain your confidence because you're able to catch this either opportunity or this scenario or this situation, and you're able to act or maneuver your decisions or maneuver your actions accordingly. You know what I mean? It's like you feel the crux, or you feel the test coming in, and you pick up on it. It feels familiar. It causes you to reflect on a past situation. What choices did I make that contributed to that outcome? What changes can I make so to where I do not contribute, or do not grow through that situation again, or have to repeat that pattern, cycle, or lesson. And so it's like all in a moment's just like literally in a moment, like a blink of an eye, you feel the energy, causes you to reflect, reminds you of a past situation, what choices did I make that contributed to the way everything played out, what advice, counsel, guidance, insight have I received, what choices do I have now, and which one will get me to the one that is, or which choice, or make the choice that doesn't put you in the same situation, to where you don't experience the same situation, because you choose You choose happiness. You choose the Ten of Cups. You choose to feel good. And then that's your metamorphosis. Yeah. Because I mean, from here it's like that's the inspiration. You take action right there. That's the spark, the ambition, the confidence to continue forward, or the confidence to make a different decision or choose a different path. It's like going right where there's nothing left, or left where there's nothing right, or create your own path. And it's like getting the courage to do something that feels right for you, that makes you feel happy. And that decision ends the cycle for you. It breaks you free from what pattern you may have experienced, or generational pattern that, like, almost like the way mom grew, or the way grandpa grew up, dad grew up. I don't want to grow up that way, or I don't want the second half of my life to grow up to be that kind of experience. So you make different choices based off of what, generationally speaking. And you step into this sense of independence as well as confidence. See that? Abundance, whether it's in happiness. Well, yeah, it is in happiness, because it's like another opportunity to come back into how the word happiness, however that resonates for you, what your happiness is. It's like this experience or that experience may have got you more, or got you on the path that is more authentic when you think of what it is that your happiness is. And then there it is, the World card. Well, I hope this resonated for you guys. This definitely is a reading of growth, of applying knowledge. There's quite a few readings that's not included. Like you don't hear the words applying the knowledge, and that's really cool, because I literally see like in the cards that you're doing the work, you're doing your due diligence, and it's I feel like when the time comes and whenever the moment comes to pass, it's like you're no longer letting, you're doing the work, you're doing your due diligence, and it's I feel like when the time comes and whenever the moment comes to pass, it's like you're no longer letting what is it? It's like you've learned you've learned how to not let the situations from your past cause your emotions. Yeah, when your emotions are triggered by two situations from your past. Hold on, just 1 second. Just 1 second. Alright, so when I was speaking on at the beginning of the video on some insights or perceptions that I came into, this is actually one of them. I am able to cast my mind back to what was, with the awareness of what was is no longer able to affect my ability to respond accordingly to what is. Once this is mastered, all will be as is the exact moment one chooses. Does that make sense? Well, I hope this resonated for you. Hope you guys have a great one, and be great today.